And there we have it, people. Fulham 2, Arsenal 1. It's the last Premier League game for the year 2023. We end the year with 2 back-to-back losses. Let's get into it. The lineup was changed today. Zinchenko was pulled out. Most likely similar to what happened with Odegaard. He was pulled out of the firing line. We bring in Kivior. Havertz come back into the team. Jesus gets dropped for Eddie and Nketiah. Everything that I've been talking about. Can we play a little bit different? Can we change the formation? Can we do something different? We saw a lot of that today. We come out the gates looking to score after a parried shot from Martinelli. Saka flicks it in from a close range to give us the early lead. But instead of us growing and mounting pressure onto Fulham, we sit back, allow Fulham to get on the ball. They take full advantage of that. Whether it was Willian who rolled back the years or Iwobi, from some nice passage of play where their center back Bassi, who did whatever he wanted to Eddie and Nketiah, which is why you question, why do you put Eddie into a game like this when they have a physical and pacey center back? Eddie is not the type of forward for this type of game. But whatever. This time Bassi fouls Saka. Or you could say he aggressively took the ball from Saka. Nothing was called. The ball goes to Willian. Willian draws the defender to him, passes the ball to an on-rushing Kearney. Kearney with a lovely cross into the box. Because no one is in position, Kivior is at the back post looking to clear the ball. He misses the ball because he doesn't notice that Jimenez is right behind him, and Fulham score. Fulham score from that opportunity, which is no surprise because few moments earlier, Jimenez at the edge of the box had an opportunity to score, and he passes and he hits it straight at David Raya. Willian, who had an opportunity where he tried to curl it into the far corner, goes just wide. Fulham had their opportunities. This was just something that they was deserved. So we went into the break at 1-1. Come from the break, the manager subs off Kivior for Tomiyasu. But it doesn't make any sense because I'm looking at Kivior today, and Kivior at times was at right central mid. He was all over the place. He was on the manager's side. The manager should have said to him, be more disciplined. Get back into position. This man was all over the place. And the crazy thing is, he was all over the place, but yet we could still never get the ball to the midfielders because Havertz is always at the edge of the edge of the box. Declan Rice is playing all over the field, including center back. Odegaard just stays on the right side and goes back to collect the ball from the defenders. We were all over the place. All over the place. Their center back, Bassi, covered so much grass today. He was everywhere. He was clearing out everything. Even Saliba at times looked off the pace. Fulham today looked like they were looking to go to the top of the table. They were up for this game. We had no ideas. We look like a team that has not been coached. And we're talking about the 4th season of this manager. We look like a team that has not been coached. White never knows what he's doing. Eddie is rubbish. He never wants to hold the ball up. He always wants to play off the shoulder of the defender, but the ball never goes to him. He always has his hands up looking to get the ball, but we never pass that long ball. So why the hell do we play him if we never play to his strengths? He is a poacher. He's not going to bring players in. He's not going to be a link-up guy like Jesus. But we never do anything different. And like I said, he subs off Kivior for Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu comes on the pitch, and at times he was on the center circle. He was at left center mid. Just like Kivior, he was all over the pitch. And the crazy thing is, just like with Kivior, we were playing with an extra player in midfield, but then we could never find a teammate with the ball. Everyone just stands in place. There is no movement. No one tries to make a run off the ball. And whoever has the ball never tries to do anything different, break the lines with a pass, drive with the ball. It's just predictable, sideways, back. Give the ball to Saka, see what he could do. We played a back 3 of Saliba, Gabriel, and Ben White. A back 3. We had an overload of players, and yet we never looked like creating anything because everything was so predictable. Nothing was quick. Nothing was thought. It's like we don't even practice playing with each other. It was like a whole bunch of strangers out there playing for the first time against a professional side in Fulham, and we didn't know what we were doing out there. After some sustained pressure from Fulham, they get a corner. Gabriel and Rice, who looked like they were frustrated, had some words with each other. Immediately after, from this corner, Gabriel tries to clear the ball. It hits Tomiyasu, who was being marked by Ben White. And Decordova-Reid scores from the rebound. What do we do on set piece drills? Just like the West Ham game, what are we doing on these corners? What is our defending? Do we practice defending? Because it's not like we do any zonal marking. We mark our own players on these plays. Fulham get their 2-1 goal. They're up. It was coming because they were the better side. 2-1 up away from home against Fulham, and our manager is just standing there with his arms folded, just like when he was at Anfield last year, just like when we were against Brighton at home, when Brighton were just doing whatever the hell they wanted against us at the end of the season, just like when West Ham went 2-2 against us, just like when we played a Southampton side at home and they were doing whatever the hell they wanted to us. This manager just stood there and looked lost. He looked clueless. On 67th minute, just like he always does, he takes off Martinelli for Trossard, but this time he does something different. He takes off Ben White. Ben White for Jesus. He keeps Eddie on, who did nothing, and he puts on Ben White for Jesus. So now you know we're going all out attack. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on when we're going all out attack away to Fulham? He takes off his right back, Ben White, to put on Jesus. He switches the back line. He brings Tomiyasu from left back, puts him at right back. We're playing with a back three. And I don't know what he did up front. Because Eddie stayed down the middle. Saka stayed on the right. Trossard goes to the left. But who or where is Jesus playing? Because there was one play where Jesus was at right back. Jesus was at right back. At times, Odegaard was at right back. So yet again, I say, what the hell were we trying to do? We had all these players in attacking positions, but we could never find our players. The passing was not good enough. The movement off the ball was not good enough. Again, he changed the back line to 3, but yet there was no type of thought process in how we're going to organize in the midfield or in the forward positions. This was easy for Fulham because every time they got the ball, one long ball over the top, and they were through on goal on us. How many times did Fulham have opportunities to score? Jimenez, one-on-one with the keeper. If his touch was better, he would have scored. Pereira with a free kick hits the crossbar. Every time we get a ball for a set piece, we can't beat the first man. Do we even practice set pieces? Saka had a chance where the ball was crossed in, flicked on by their defenders. If he taken a touch, if he took something off of the shot, he could have at least put it on target. He tries to fire the shot on goal on his left foot, mind you, and blasts it into the stands. That epitomized our game today. Everyone looked rubbish. It's not one or two players. Everyone looked rubbish. We all looked out of place. We looked like a team, like I said, who never played with each other. And we're talking about 4 years of this manager in charge. 4 years. It has to be the end for this guy. We're talking about at Christmas, we were in first position, and we end the year in 4th place. Liverpool, who begin the year against Newcastle, can go 5 points clear of us. In a week, we're talking about a week that took us from 1st to 4th. When does this fan base say enough is enough? We've seen everything. This guy cannot take us any further. Like I said, Fulham looked like the team who were going for first spot today. They were the first to every ball. They had more energy. They had more drive. They had more desire. Our players were arguing with each other today. Our players showed no fight. Our next game is in the FA Cup against Liverpool. And you could already see we're going to throw that game away. We're not going to play a strong lineup. We'll be out of another cup competition. This manager will throw away that cup competition. Best believe it. And then the super villains, the super fans, the toxic fans, toxic positive fans will say, we got bigger fish to fry. We didn't have all our players. Partey's been out. Timber's been out. That's what they'll say. They'll make excuses. But 4 years is an indictment. We have enough video. We have enough footage. We have enough evidence. This manager has to go. See you guys on the next one.